Oh, fine. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's brilliant. Today we're going to talk about a photographer that I just came across. His name is Viktor Balaguer. Hopefully I pronounced that correctly. Very interesting work, this Viktor. I enjoy the way he composes his photos, and I enjoy the very vibrant colors that he uses. Very unique post-processing here. Considering he says that he has Lightroom preset collection, Lightroom presets pack on his website, I'm gonna guess that he's shooting digital. Looks like digital to me. This is my cactus Kyle, and I just want to mention my cactus Kyle today because I found a spider web. So Kyle might have a spider in here. Check this shot out. This is quite interesting. So we have some very exciting buildings in the background, really interesting facade in the foreground, kind of like a tarp laid over, and then we have a car flying through in the foreground and on a road, and then there's a walkway involved as well, which adds some intrigue to the photo. I think this shot is fantastic. I think it's very interesting. Beautiful symmetry, beautiful colors, beautiful use of shutter drag. Look at this one. Here we have some beautiful layering occurring. We have a field, we have a person in that field, which acts as a subject, and then we have a group of warehouse buildings, and then in the background we have another one of those beautiful buildings, and then in the backest of grounds we have the sky. So there's a tremendous amount of depth here, really interesting angle. I'd be curious to know how he got this shot, how he was able to elevate himself to that point. Was this a drone shot? Was he standing on some sort of tower? Did he climb a tree? Who knows, but a great shot nonetheless. Beautiful. Oh my gosh, look at this. We have some strange scale activity happening. Once again, a really interesting elevated angle. Building in the background, rain on the foreground. Looks like we're pretty close to that roof. The geometric shapes in the roof are quite interesting, and then we have a person on the bottom. But one of the things I'm seeing as a theme in his work is that there's not really one subject all the time. We have a subject down below here, the person, which tends to take over the emotional weight of the photo and become a subject, but also we have these buildings as subjects as well. There's a consistency to his photos, which is really interesting. Oops. Oh, hopefully I didn't hit too many escapes. Okay, check this one out. This is fantastic. So we have a we have a rather dark photo, and we have a lot of rain coming down, and then this yellow umbrella, which is what the photo is exposed for. The way that it was so thoughtfully exposed allows that umbrella to really punch through and be the subject here. And then we have some rain coming down, very beautiful, moody shot, and once again, these rich, deep colors. Very interesting, exciting framing here. We have some sub-framing happening on the left-hand side, and then we have the person coming in from the bottom right corner. Very interesting. And then we show off the environment a little bit more by having the top of the frame be filled up with that, and then we have this rain, which introduces quite a lovely atmosphere to the image. This one's fun. It looks like he's in a building or at a bus stop or something. There's a window with rain on it. He's focused on the rain, and then we have in the background somebody walking by with a building, and then the umbrella is red here and the building is blue. So we have this beautiful complementary play of colors. Very thoughtful photo, very thoughtful composition. That's a theme that you see. Wonderful use of light here. We have this person just poking out of this shadow. It really adds a lot of intrigue the way that the light is set up. If this scene was taken at a different time of day and the light was just straight down, it would be a very different photo. It wouldn't quite have the same type of effect we see here. Love the group of 3 orange giant awnings that we have here. Good stuff. Oh, we have a person who's, was he on a smoke break? And you can see once again this play of colors that contrasts against each other in really interesting ways. And photos like this are a great example of how compositional thoughtfulness can take your photos to a new place. A lot of people will go out and they'll take photos of people on the streets, but the photos are, they're very quick. They happen very quickly, and the person doesn't have the time or take the time to compose. And the more practice you have and the more of an eye you're able to develop in terms of composition, the more that you can create photos that are composed in a more thoughtful way and get shots that have more pull and intrigue to them because you have put in that time and practice. This one's fun. Very low angle on a car, very shadowy. He's not scared to really underexpose the photo, and it creates this very dramatic effect. We have the sun in the background, person going by. That's wonderful. Oh, shot from inside the car. This is a vibe. Looks like a movie. Looks like some sort of chase action scene, but like the normal day. The person is going to the coffee shop to get some coffee. One thing I want to take note of that's kind of crazy is I've never seen a rear view mirror that is that long. We see a lot of themes in his photos, and one of them that I'm seeing repeatedly are these raindrops on the window, and I think there's an intentionality there. Oh my gosh, look at that. That's great. I love how he uses underexposure to dramatically silhouette things and focus you in on something in the frame. So the photos are just as much about the environment as they are the subject, and he goes about that in a very thoughtful way. Look at that. Beautiful. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's warm. Oh, it's like a nice warm soup. That's what this photo makes me feel. Buy his presets, guys. Look at that. Beautiful framing. Beautiful symmetry. Very center weighted. Your eye just glides through the photo. It's very kind. These photos are very kind to the eyes. So once again, he uses this technique of focusing on something in the environment and having a person come through in motion. It's almost like an interior design or interior photography type of approach where the subject, the star is the house, but a person in the house elevates the photo. And a lot of times they're shutter dragged, right? Scroll. Oh my gosh. These compositions are just so exciting. Little punch of something intriguing with the blanket here. Lamp right on the left. Wow. That's nuts. Beautifully balanced, right? So you can see the back of the car is just as far from the right edge as the lamp is from the left edge. I'm curious how he did this because the person was probably not moving that fast, but he's tracking the person. Because this is motion blur in the background. He's tracking the person and following them as they step up this thing. It's glorious. We have a beautiful red or orange or whatever you want to call that playing against a lot of blues in the image. Sweet environment shot, and then we have a person to once again elevate it. Once again, sort of interesting elevated angle. He's so thoughtful with his angles. Cool. little punch of red. That's great. See all these themes, right? So we have some. Where did it go? Oh, I missed it. I was just looking at it. I lost it. Anyway, he had some balloons in a photo. There it is. I mean, I think those are balloons. We have balloons here too. So balloon theme. This is great. The photos are about the entire environment. All the really interesting, beautiful serendipities. There's just so much to look at in these photos. You have, of course, these balloons, but like even the snow piled up on the lamp I think is really interesting. You can feel these photos too, right? This feels like a beautiful winter evening. It'd be a fun time to shoot. Wow, nice. Horsey, cowsies. Ooh, oh, that's moody. That's good. Wow. Oh, it just fades into the distance. Oh man, it feels like a movie. I like photos that feel like movies. Scenes, feelings, vibes, makes me want to travel. That's a good thing for a photo to do. Look at that. The environment with a person. Oh, it's glorious. Yeah, another theme, use of atmosphere, use of fog. Wow. Oh, this makes me sick. This is good. This is real good. And he's not scared to get all abstract about it, right? Like, look at this. I mean, it's kind of hard to figure out what this is a photo of at first. And you can sort of explore it and go, oh, okay, it's people moving around with umbrellas, buildings, abstract, atmosphere, snow, rain, balloons. There's got to be like a street photographer that's like the balloon street photographer, right? Can you guys send me a link to that if you know where it's at? Nice. Yeah. Car flying by. That's fun. Ah, yeah, it feels cold. Lovely. They're very relaxing photos to look at. Person, train coming. It's interesting because this one sort of tells a narrative of motion where you have the person who looks like they're moving in a direction towards the train. Then you have the train moving towards us. At least that's what it feels like. And so that's something cool when it happens in a photo. Fancy. All right, let's pull. Oh my gosh, I just left a winner. Hold on. Where did that go? I love that he doesn't necessarily stay in one type of environment too, right? He's not just staying in the city. He's venturing out into these countryside areas. Where did it? Look at that. Look at that. Oh, I don't even know what to say. Wow. Let's just sit with this one for a second. Just imagine the breeze. Okay. This has been a very pleasant photo excursion here. Good news is that I didn't even have to go out and shoot these. They were shot for me. I can just explore the highlights. Look at that. See his head lines up with the headlights. Victor, thank you for taking me to these places. Oh, fine. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's brilliant. Wow. And it's empty. It's not full of cars and ugly stuff. The composition is beautiful. There's fireworks. Oh man. I just feel like it would be so beautiful to be in this location, in these locations. What an interesting and unique environment this is. Yeah. What is this? Where do you find this place? How do? All right. I could go on forever. Buy his presets. These photos are freaking awesome. Wow. Okay. Well, I hope you found this valuable. Thank you guys for watching. I'd love to hear your thoughts. This was fun. Hope you guys have a lovely day. Look at this. Hope you guys have if you enjoy this video, please feel free to hit the like button, and please feel free to subscribe if you're interested in that as well. I would appreciate it. Hope you guys have a lovely day. Goodbye.